Alright, welcome back to Loki. And we're just starting right where the end credit scene was. Alright. Oh, they didn't. I wonder if that was technically the start of the episode or part of the previously on. I'm pretty excited for this episode. I have a feeling it's going to be a good one. Alright, what have we got here? Back in the TVA? Okay. It's kind of not what I wanted, but alright. Very nice cinematography right off the bat. I like it. We're going to get all of our answers now. Is this the time for it? And that was a cool transition. I'm really digging this so far. This is pretty cool. Alright, this has to be where, like, all pruned things go. That's my guess. What the hell is that? Whoa, what? That's not what I was expecting. That's really cool. That's sick, actually. Great intro. Immediately hooked me.
I'm as in the dark as you are.
Are you?
Judge Renslayer, I want to know who lied to me.
I don't know if I can believe that
When we
she
prune
actually
branch
doesn't know
reality,
that.
It's impossible to help you if you trust me.
I don't know about that, but alright. Okay, so yeah. This is the end of time, where all pruned things go for some reason. What the hell are those?
Explain to me! Which I'm heartbroken to report I didn't even find all that strange. And now we're running from God knows what, trying to get to God knows what.
I weirdly like the alligator.
Child command you.
I killed Thor.
Oh, I wonder if that was a significant moment from, like, the young Loki comic books. I'm really digging it so far, and once again, the music is just next level. That's cool. What the? Wait, was that Frog Thor, or was that just, like, a little Thor?
Miss Minutes, I
It's
needed
not-
a remote
it's not
access
like the
a series
worst.
of restrict-
The Void spacecraft.
Yes, the prototype.
Great.
Yeah, this all just sounds like a bunch of bullshit. Come on, Sylvie.
It's a spaceship
You can't be
designed to
following.
withstand the
Don't fall for that.
It could nothing.
Any second now.
Go, go, go!
Just a distraction, of course.
It must be so exhausting.
Oh, will you shut up?
Do you have any good memories?
You just have to always say, like, one extra thing to be that much of an asshole. Oh. Well, I mean, I guess that is a quick way to get to Loki.
All 6 Infinity Stones.
What?
Then wasn't eating the wrong neighbor's cat.
The blades are worthless. They stunt our magical potential.
But they...
That's a direct complaint about Infinity War right
Oh,
there.
yes. I missed my brother. And I wondered if he missed me, if anybody else did.
Oh.
As soon as I took my first steps to getting off the planet.
If it lives, it dies. So I'm gonna kill the shark.
That's a good point.
I'm gonna kill a liar.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, so that's how this happens.
Hello. Which one of us are you?
Was she like in a bird's nest? What was that? I have a feeling she got taken to a very... Yep, she got taken to a pretty shitty place. What the hell was that? Oh, did she read its mind for a moment? That thing actually kind of freaks me out, so I feel the tension right now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You should be careful just jumping into a stranger's car like that.
You're no stranger, Mobius. I've been waiting for this President Loki moment.
You bastard! You led the wolves to our door.
That was not the bargain. I gave you our
They really are
in
all
exchange
just
for shelter and supplies. You give me your
trying to
army,
backstab
I take
each
the
other.
throne.
Was it half-faced scrubs? We had a deal!
He's just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I didn't think it was actually gonna tear his hand off. You know, I shouldn't be surprised that this is happening. But it doesn't make seeing it any less strange. He's got the right idea. He's using magic more than anything else. That's what they should all be doing.
We'll get you to it. But that's as far as we go.
We'll see about that.
The only thing that matters now is getting out of here and finding out who's behind all of this.
Great.
Agreed.
How do we do that? We can sneak around the back and...
I'm not really seeing the back, you know? You know, I was kind of thinking, oh, Disney didn't really want to kill people by pruning them. It makes sense, but here we are.
Maybe we.
Once they get pruned, they do get
think a bit more
like
about this.
disintegrated anyways.
How did you
We thought you could do with some backup.
It's so sweet.
We haven't decided how we're going to kill it, but
Sorry,
yeah.
come again. Kill it?
Yes, we're going to kill Goliath.
Oh my god, that was your plan.
Yeah, how do we
And
get
you
past the
will-
guard dog?
I'm going to enchant it.
That doesn't seem like a terrible idea. Oh, it's probably going to be B-15. Or not. Or it is.
Killing the timekeepers. But they turned out to be fake in case you forgot. So she'll be searching.
Nice. One more reason I like B-15. So she really doesn't know. Interesting.
You really don't remember him?
I hope they know what they're doing.
I mean, they really
Maybe this isn't so
don't, but I'm sure it'll work out. Are we about to witness some awkward flirting, or what's about to happen? Okay. That's kind of smooth.
Conjure one for you if you like.
Total rubbish, right?
Absolutely, of course. I mean,
I don't mean that it wasn't, a nice moment.
no, it was great. It was really nice. It was
It just
No, it was great.
sounds like another TV.
Oh, that was actually pretty smooth. I know it's weird, but I think it's kind of cute.
It's not very snuggly.
and that's not who I am anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually believe him. I'm willing to go with that.
You sure?
Maybe we could figure it out together.
Come on, that's adorable. What are those little things? Alright, let's go. It's game time. Oh, that's cool. That's one of the Kree ships over there on the left.
And it's gonna take me to whoever's behind all of this.
Works for me. I feel like you already said that, but alright, let's go.
Survived this long, we know what we're doing.
Oh, come on. I kind of want Kid Loki to go to, our 616 universe.
Well, see you later, Loki.
You'll see each other again. Oh, it's so sweet. That was adorable. I really like that. Come on, that's kind of cool. Don't do something like I think you're about to do. Okay, that's actually not what I thought he was about to do. I'm cool with this. Loki's got a flaming sword. This, it's pretty cool. I didn't know I wanted it until it happened. What happened? Whoa. Nice. See, magic is the way to go, people. He recreated an illusion of Asgard. That's pretty impressive, actually.
Stronger than we realize. I don't know how.
Well, you better learn.
Because we're the same.
You better hurry up. Come on. I feel like Richard E. Grant is going to die right here, but I would prefer if he didn't. I love him. He's so cool. Actually makes me pretty upset that he's not going to stick around, but Richard E. Grant's so cool. There we go. Now, what is on the other side? Come on. Come on, give it to me. Is that the lair of Kang? Hopefully. Come on. They're going to end the episode right there, aren't they? Damn, that is really mean. That was a good episode, though. I really liked it. Well, after a second watch through, I definitely don't like it as much as the last episode, but I do think it was really, really good. Probably the second best episode of the season. Everything about it felt very epic and grand, which does give you this feeling of approaching the end of the journey, which I think is appropriate when you're drawing to the end of the season. I also really enjoyed how wacky and chaotic almost everything was in this episode, just because you're in a world of Lokis, pretty much, so obviously it's just gonna be endless backstabbing, just weird shenanigans going on all around. I really enjoyed seeing all the various Lokis, and still kind of can't believe that the alligator actually bit President Loki's hand off. Sylvie really grew on me in this episode for some reason. I don't even really know why. But something about her performance and what she did in this episode to get to Loki, her conversation with Renslayer, and being the one to figure out the mystery of, the monster, enchanting it, and then using that as a way to get to the mystery person behind it all. I really like that, and I actually really enjoy her character. It took me a minute to get there, but this episode 100% did it for me. Special effects, for the most part, I thought were really, really good, but there were a couple moments where I thought it did not look so great. Particularly the portal that older Loki creates for them all. I thought that looked kind of poor. And some of the black smoke that was chasing Sylvie during one particular scene also didn't look great at times, and then it did look fine in other moments. But overall, I was very impressed with the effects of this episode, particularly, the grand finale and older Loki creating the entire replica of Asgard. That looked really good. It was pretty cool. I'm very happy they didn't waste too much time keeping Mobius away from all the other characters. They jumped right into throwing him and Sylvie back into the group. Seeing Loki and Sylvie have their bonding moments and even now struggle with trusting one another, which is very realistic for a couple of Lokis. I know some people that are not a fan of the relationship, but I don't know, I think it's kind of cute, honestly. Sylvie and Loki are different enough from one another that I don't find it that weird. Don't get me wrong, there is a level of strangeness to it, but I find it kind of cute seeing them be happy with each other. Ravonna kind of outed herself in this episode as, a mid-tier villain who's not the main threat, doesn't even know what the main threat is. She's kind of like the director from WandaVision. Just the annoying thorn in your side kind of villain, not the mastermind. Doesn't come as a huge surprise or anything, but it does make her character a lot less interesting to me. I did enjoy her scene with B-15. That was mostly because of Wunmi Masako's performance. I really like her. I hope she becomes a recurring character, at the very least in this show. Hopefully in the MCU as a whole, I would love to see her pop up in one of the movies at some point. I also really hope that Kid Loki isn't just thrown away. I hope enough people like him that they bring him into, the Young Avengers storyline, because I liked him. I thought he was cool. Wasn't 100% comics accurate, but I haven't read a whole lot of Kid Loki comics. And his comment about killing Thor, that's enough for his own show right there. I wanted to know more about that. And on a rewatch, yes, that was Frog Thor that we saw for just a brief moment. Nice little nod there. Cinematography was fantastic in this episode. There were a couple shots that were just very impressive, honestly. A lot of them heavily relied on CGI or CGI assisted transitions, but it still visually looked amazing to literally pan into another location and another scene. And as I said earlier, I think most of the visual effects in this episode were really, really good. So it led to very cinematic, grand looking shots that I enjoyed quite a bit. Music in this episode was also fantastic. There was a bit of a shift when it comes to scenes with a whole bunch of Lokis. There's this kind of hectic feeling to the score, which I really enjoyed. Acting wise, it's kind of not fair, but I'm giving it to Richard E. Grant. Just his final moments when he just starts laughing kind of maniacally while he's crying, it was amazing. It actually did feel like a very Loki thing to do in the face of death, and I don't know, he just killed it. He like really went for it in that moment. I thought it was so good. Editing and pacing, I think it was a pretty fast-paced episode. Like they figured the way out of, you know, the prune world, fought the big giant monster to get to the, you know, main villain of the whole thing. Mobius and Loki had that beautiful moment. Loki and Sylvie had a pretty beautiful moment. Everything feels wrapped up enough to deliver a solid finale. So I think the pacing was pretty perfect. Overall, I'm going to give it an 8.8 out of 10. Really, really solid episode. Really enjoyed it. There were some bits of dialogue that I thought was kind of clunky or repetitive, and there were some visual effect moments that kind of broke me out of the immersion. But regardless, I thought it was great. Man, it definitely leaves you on a cliffhanger that, as much as I hate it, it's very effective. Like, I need to see what happens in the finale. Who is the mystery person? I hope it's Kang, but I get the feeling Kang might be another Mephisto situation, so I'm not gonna get my hopes too high. But Kang would be absolutely the kind of person to literally hang out at the end of all time. So fingers crossed. And I will see you all on that next episode. And that's about it.